Imagine a future where every small decision you make today leads to exponential growth in your wealth, knowledge, and success. Every action you take, no matter how minor, plants a seed that will flourish into something greater over time. Whether it's making smart financial choices, dedicating time to learning, or improving your health, the effects multiply beyond what you can imagine. Welcome to the power of compounding, a principle that can shape your destiny and turn today's small steps into tomorrow's great achievements. Single coin doubling over time. Compounding is the secret behind the world's greatest fortunes. Whether in finance, personal growth, or career development, small consistent efforts create massive results over time. The key lies in persistence and patience. What may seem insignificant at first gradually builds into something extraordinary. Just like a snowball rolling down a hill, the momentum grows as each small gain adds to the next. Each step, no matter how minor, contributes to a bigger picture of progress and achievement. Over weeks, months, and years, these efforts multiply, forming the foundation for long-term success. The real power of compounding lies in consistency. The more you invest in yourself, whether financially, mentally, or physically, the greater the returns. Developing a growth mindset and staying committed to small, continuous improvements can lead to extraordinary outcomes. But how does it work? And how can you harness it to shape your future? Example of financial compounding. Let's take money as an example. If you invest just $100 today with an annual return of 10% in 10 years, it's not just $200. It's over $250 thanks to compounding interest. But what happens if you invest a little more, a little longer? With consistent contributions, say $100 every month, in 10 years, you'd have over $20,000. Thanks to the magic of compounding. The earlier and more consistently you invest, the more significant your results will be. But let's take it even further. What if you increased your investment amount by just a small percentage each year? Instead of staying at $100 per month, imagine increasing it by 5% annually. That subtle change would push your savings and investment returns to even greater heights. This is the true power of compounding. It doesn't just work with what you put in. It works with how you adjust and grow along the way. The same principle applies to all aspects of life. Imagine extending this concept to every part of your life, your skills, your knowledge, and even your relationships. If you dedicate 30 minutes a day to learning a new skill after a year, you'll have invested over 180 hours into mastering it. Now think about 5 or 10 years of effort. How much expertise could you gain? If you also seek ways to improve your learning strategies, network with industry experts, and refine your techniques along the way, your results will multiply exponentially. This doesn't just apply to learning, but to health and wellness as well. Small, consistent efforts in fitness, like walking an extra 1,000 steps a day or improving your diet slightly each month, will transform into massive health benefits over years. The key is consistency, patience, and a long-term vision. The little things you do today have the potential to create life-changing results in the future. But compounding isn't just about money. Every book you read, every skill you learn, and every healthy habit you build compounds into something greater. The key: start small, stay consistent, and trust the process. The greatest minds and achievers of our time didn't succeed overnight. They built their success one step at a time. Think about learning a new language. If you practice just 15 minutes a day after a year, you would have accumulated over 90 hours of exposure. Extend this over 5 years, and you could reach fluency. The same applies to fitness. Doing just 10 push-ups daily adds up to over 3,600 push-ups in a year, creating a stronger, healthier body. These small, repeated actions seem insignificant in the moment, but add up to life-changing results over time. Even in personal relationships, compounding plays a vital role. Small gestures of kindness, consistent communication, and active listening deepen connections, strengthening bonds over years. Whether in your career, finances, or personal life, the effects of consistency and gradual improvement create a future far beyond what you can envision today. How habits compound over time. Consider the habit of daily reading. If you read just 10 pages a day, that's 3,650 pages a year, the equivalent of 10 to 15 books. Imagine how much knowledge you'll accumulate over a decade. Now, think about if you pushed yourself to read 15 or even 20 pages a day. The growth would be even more exponential, and the insights gained would be invaluable. The same applies to fitness, networking, and personal skills. If you dedicate just 20 minutes a day to fitness, that amounts to 121 hours a year. leading to noticeable physical improvements over time. Similarly, consistently dedicating time to building relationships, reaching out to mentors, expanding your network, and engaging in meaningful conversations can open doors to opportunities you never thought possible. By consistently compounding small efforts, whether in learning, health, or social connections, the results can be life-changing. A decade of steady improvement can put you miles ahead of those who never take the first step. Investing in themselves, the choices you make today determine the life you lead tomorrow. A small step forward every day can lead to extraordinary success. Even the tiniest actions, when repeated consistently, add up to monumental achievements over time. Just like a drop of water that carves through rock over centuries, persistence in self-improvement shapes your future in ways that may not be immediately visible, but are undeniably powerful. The person who commits to steady improvement will always outshine the one who waits for the perfect moment. Perfectionism often leads to inaction, while those who embrace gradual progress set themselves up for long-term success. Growth is a journey of continuous learning, adaptation, and effort. Small, meaningful steps taken every day build resilience and confidence, making what once seemed impossible a reality. Successful people are not those who make big changes overnight, but those who show up consistently and improve incrementally. The key to compounding success lies in the daily habits and decisions that accumulate over time. Every book you read, every skill you practice, and every new challenge you embrace contributes to your greater potential. True transformation isn't instant. It is the result of relentless commitment to self-improvement. Your future is shaped by what you choose to do today. Exponential growth. Compounding isn't linear, it's exponential. At first, progress may seem slow, but over time it accelerates. It may feel like your efforts aren't making much of a difference in the beginning, but the real magic happens when those small efforts start building upon each other. Think of a bamboo tree. It spends years growing underground, building a strong root system before it ever breaks the surface. But once it does, it can grow several feet in just weeks. The same principle applies to personal growth and financial success. Whether it's wealth, knowledge, or health, the longer you stick with a good habit, the bigger the rewards. The key is to remain consistent even when results aren't immediately visible. The compound effect rewards those who have patience and perseverance. Over time, the small steps you take today will accumulate into something remarkable, shaping the future you dream of. Highlighting the importance of starting now. The most crucial factor in compounding is time. The earlier you start, the greater the impact. A small effort today can save you years of struggle in the future. Success is not built overnight, but through consistent and intentional action. Think of the compounding effect as a rolling snowball, small at first, but as it gathers more snow and momentum, it grows exponentially. Time is the catalyst that amplifies this effect. The longer you allow your investments, whether financial, intellectual, or physical, to accumulate, the greater the results. Consider those who start saving in their 20s versus those who begin in their 40s. The former can retire with significantly more wealth, even if they invest smaller amounts simply because of time. Likewise, someone who commits to learning a skill early and practices consistently will outpace those who start much later. Your future success is not determined by grand actions, but by the steady, compounding effect of the small choices you make today. Whether it's reading a few pages, making small investments, or exercising daily, those actions will shape the life you live tomorrow. The best time to start compounding your future is now. Your future is built on the actions you take now. Start investing, start learning, start growing. Because the best time to start compounding is today. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. Let's build a future of success together.